back in the heyday of Overwatch 1, I was actually considered a good Reinhardt.
Fuck! This guy's the best Ryan in the world. This guy's the best player in the world.
He was my most played tank and the most comfortable character for me. Fast forward to Overwatch 2 and I probably have an hour combined. The change from 6v6 to 5v5 made Ryan a lot different, so I wanted to try and remaster this character that helped make me the tank player I am today. So I booted up on a new account and started another week of mastery. Reinhardt is what most people imagine when they think of a tank in Overwatch. He's got a giant shield, good survivability, respectable damage, and a teamfight winning ult. He does a great job being a threat at most times, even if he's not dealing direct damage. He's the pinnacle of Brawl as well, because Reinhardt needs to get in your face to deal damage, and that is where he's the most threatening. Reinhardt now has a little bit more movement than his Overwatch 1 counterpart. His pin has changed from a high impact, high risk reward option, and now is a movement option with a little bit of a threat. The goals this time around are pretty simple compared to the last time. The first goal is to get used to the new pin, so instead of saving it for a quick mix-up, use the ability to take space or get an early kill on someone out of position. The next thing that I think is important to master is holding space without doing things. Ryan in this game has a new tempo where there's a lot less room for aggression. This isn't a bad thing for the character, but is definitely going to be a learning curve. The final thing I think is pretty important to remaster is Shatter. Shatter is a fantastic ability, but at the end of the day, it's difficult to optimize the value. Sure, you can Shatter 3, but making sure you can at least kill 1 to 2 is much more important. This isn't something new on the character, but is something that still stands as important for maximizing your value on Ryan. Day 1 was tough. I knew I was rusty, but I didn't think I was that rusty. A lot of the big learning curves on Ryan stem from the fact that I'm allowed to just sit somewhere and hold space. Breaking the habit of wanting to throw myself into the enemy team and be the hero they deserve, and not the one they need, was kinda hard, but luckily it was just a phase. I got over it. As the night progressed, winning became more prevalent and I got much more used to the character. Strangely enough, I don't think Ryan has too many terrible maps, as he can do a good amount no matter where you put him. Day 1 concluded with a less than ideal record of 5-4, but I placed a really high rank at the rank of GM4. Day 2 had the rust removed and I was feeling confident. Reinhardt's like riding a bike. Once you learn, you never really forget. So once you get back into the swing of things, okay, I get it, because like swing of things, hammer, okay, it's funny, really opens up what you can do in this character. I started playing a little bit more aggressively because his limits became more clear. It was much easier to hold space because you get a feel of how long you're allowed to stay. By weaving in and out of range and constantly being a threat, the games went from even to incredibly easy. This day net me a record of 5-2 and a 2 rank climb all the way up to GM2. Day 3 was unexpectedly the last day of this challenge. It went a lot quicker than I thought it would, but I do have the basics ingrained in my head. Day 3 had some of the most dominant performances of the week, with an easy 5-1 record pushing us all the way up to GM1, where if we had played the extra 10 games and had a phone number, we'd be in top 500, as the starting point currently is only GM2. So getting back into Ryan was honestly way easier than I thought it would be. Reinhardt is simple, but that's not really a bad thing. He is by far one of the most fair characters put into this wild game. If you make a mistake, you can get punished, but if you play properly, it takes a lot to dislodge your presence. He is probably one of the best tanks to learn if you want to climb, as he provides so much value that isn't too demanding on you as a player. Overall, I was happy to do this challenge, but I do feel like I cheated just a little bit by already having so much time on the character. It ended up feeling more like a can I get unwashed in under a week than can I master this character. But at the end of the day, I still hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and I'll see you in the next one.